All right, y'all. I actually was trying to share my screen and share a video. Evidently, it ain't working. But I wanted to talk about Kadejah Brown because I've seen a couple of different videos and they're showing different parts of the live stream. I don't know how long her live stream was because every video I watch, they're showing different parts of it. Like literally, I've seen like four different videos, and in each video, I've seen something different in each video. Like the one I just now seen when I left off. Lord, hold on, guys. Silence. Hold on. Okay. Hey, 45. How you doing, hon? Literally, in each video that I watched, as I was saying, I seen something different. Like the last one video I wanted to go get, I was trying to share my screen, and I heard her say, "You smacked me earlier, smack me now." I literally did not hear that in the other videos that I watched earlier, and I wanted to come and talk about it because it really disturbed me. Because what I seen earlier was a man trying to just, I guess, come and get his stuff and go. I did see a post. Somebody shared a Facebook post of her saying she have a bisexual husband. Now I don't know how true that is because we all know how us women get, when we being petty. So I don't know, sometimes, and I say that meaning, sometimes a guy can hang out with his friends so much, and you know how certain women, not us women, because I wouldn't do it, but certain women to give you like to be around them so much, little shit like that. So I don't know if the guy was actually bisexual. I don't see. Hey, Co Pepsi. Hey, man. How you doing, hon? Thanks for coming. I don't see anything, that's proven that the man was bisexual. But what I did see earlier was a guy coming in into the home. I guess they were arguing, a married couple, and he basically was like, he's trying to go to work, trying to get his stuff and go to work. And I did hear a mom in the background just, I wouldn't even call it instigating. I would call it adding gasoline to the fire, I guess. I'm not sure like what she was trying to do or if she wanted it. I know she didn't want it to end like that. But what really got me is afterwards, after everything happened, after she shot the guy, after everything happened, the baby, after the baby's crying, she's screaming for her dad, and the grandma screams to the baby, "Your daddy dead." That just broke my heart. Damn, I just don't understand it. But as I'm gonna say this again, I heard early, a little while ago, not early, about 3, 4 minutes ago, that she was like, "You smacked me earlier, smack me now." That's just toxic. And I feel like if you in a toxic relationship like that, just get out because it's dangerous as hell. It's very dangerous, and I came up here to talk about it to see how y'all felt about it because it's disturbing, and it really disturbed me. Like, how y'all feel about that? What y'all think about it? Y'all, give me a minute. Hold on. See, Cole Pepsi. I'm reading y'all comments. I said, hold on. I didn't hear her say that. I did hear her say, "I'll kill you. I'll kill you." I did hear her say that part. "I'll kill you. I'll kill you." I heard her saying all that, but I didn't hear all that. Like I said, them videos that I saw, it's something different in each video. Stop playing so much, man. I seen something different in each video. Each video I seen something different. Something different.
Let me in. Where that girl
Sorry, I'm trying to be serious, but when you got a childish ass husband,
Fire, let me in, Fire.
they already know I be outside. They said they already know I'm outside. They talk about it all the time. I'm outside because you don't let me go live. Anyway, for one, why couldn't Kadejah cook breakfast for the children instead of having her mother there? Second, she knows that man works and them fighting all night. She should. So they were fighting all night, Mister. That's what I'm saying. I don't. Where is the whole video? I've been trying to find the whole video. Like I said, I seen 4 videos, y'all, and each one I seen. Of course, it was the same thing playing, but I heard and seen something different in each one. Like, so hey, MC, was somebody just just play the whole video? I don't mind the commentary because of course everybody want to make their coin, but they cutting it off like the one I just now downloaded was trying to play for y'all. That's what I was trying to get, but shit, clearly y'all seen it. Y'all know a little bit more than I know. Clearly, the third she pulled a gun, which was the worst thing ever. Right, when she did pull the gun, and I heard her say, "I didn't know it was one in the head." How? You had to pull the gun and pull the trigger in order for to shoot the guy. You just couldn't pull the gun. Like you ain't. I'm just saying, like you meant to kill that guy. Would you stop?
Let me in.
Let you in where?
Put that gun down, girl.
Stop playing. No, for real. Stop playing. You doing too much now. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know, y'all. I don't want to know. I just want to know it happened at 7:30 in the morning. He left all night and came back to get his work clothes. So what prompted her to go live? Like, so they was up arguing all night. Was that?
You know, boss.
Look, Cole Peps, I'm definitely gonna hurt him. Move, stop playing. The children was at home. Why pull a gun in front of your kids? Just point blank period.
You do.
Just not don't play with me. Anyway, she needs attention. Well, she has it now. She definitely got it now. All the attention that she will ever need. 24/7, 365. You right about that. That wasn't her first time going live trying to make him look bad. So okay, so Mr. Wait a minute. Let me pause. I just noticed your name. It's a turn to G2G. I am lovely. I am done. I'm not about to play with you, Mr. Okay, so let me go back up. That wasn't her first time going. Okay, being ugly one to show her how terrible he was. Being ugly one to show how terrible he was. But how terrible was he? Because I did hear her say that, he's she said you smacked me earlier, smack me now. That's lovely. You play too much, Mister. Give him something to talk about. Hey.
You do the same.
It's the IMLTG movement. Okay, listen. That lady been saying this for years. I told him what?
That's how you had me in the wheelchair.
I had you in the wheelchair. This supposed to be a serious live. Stop playing so much. How did I put you in a wheelchair?
You hit me with that baseball bat.
I done told you, JJ already called you. We don't even get on here and do that.
This don't fuck with me. I might be a weak to a woman, but not to a nigga.
I tried to tell him, but he don't want no parts of you. I been trying to tell him. Anyway,
Just because I
anyway,
keep eating
y'all.
left hooks from you don't mean he
You
can
you
do
know,
it.
let's stop playing. Anyway, so yeah, I just came in to talk about it because it really was disturbing. I've never heard of see anything like it. Just did it start off as a simple argument, and it couldn't have escalated if he left home. Like, how did it escalate? I don't know. I feel like if he's not at home, just turn the phone off and end it. End. That's the end of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get how it can escalate if he ain't there. Then when he actually comes back, and what was he coming back to get? Because if he was already out the house, what was he coming back to get? I heard him say he had to go to work. I heard her say he had to go to work. So, but when he got there, he was kind of fully dressed. So what didn't he get the night before? Y'all say he left home. I didn't see that. What did he have to come back to get? Especially after he went live. I mean, I guess the
Let me
live was
just
going because she
finish.
had been going live all night for y'all to know all this.
Let me just
So
finish.
what happened? Hey Soraya. Hey Bums. Like what happened? Cause for you to put on work clothes, oh, he came back to get his work clothes. Okay, okay, okay. But if you know you leaving, wouldn't you? Wouldn't that be one of the first things you grab? You got to go to work in the morning. Is your work clothes?
You
Just a question.
douchebag.
Well, anyway, nobody do shit. Um, wouldn't that be one of the first things you grab? I'm kind of leaning towards toxic. Like they actually like. Can you give me a second? They actually like what's going. I mean, not like it, but toxic like Krishan and
Like me and you.
Blueface, me and you ass. Don't play with me. Anyway, like Blueface and Krishan stuff like that. I feel like they was seeking for each other's attention. But her pulling that gun was just a little bit much. It was no need for her to put no gun out on him. And then she said, "You smacked me earlier. If he smacked you earlier, he should have been in jail." That's how you handle that. As soon as he smacked you, you should have called the police on him. He should have been in jail. And if he had known he smacked her earlier, and she has it simple the way she has it, why did you pull back up to get work clothes? I mean, I'm just I got a whole bunch of questions. And I knew that some of y'all knew a lot more than I knew. It just was disturbing. Sarah,
I'm gonna go live.
it was real disturbing. You got the link? I sent you the link. Come on in here. Let me say hi so I can mind you up. He needed his work clothes. She shot him and he died at the front door. The cops knew her story was BS. What? So what story did she get the police? Because everything I seen after after the pop and all that crying and the mama helped me and the grandma telling the baby, um, the baby said, "Well, I want my dad or something like that." She's like, "Your daddy dead." And I could have sworn I heard that man say something in the midst of taking his last breaths. I think I heard him say, tell his kids he love him or something. I could have been hearing wrong. I don't know.
You get
But I could have sworn I heard him speak to his kids right before he took his last breath.
you trying. Oh, I'm ready. Go.
Anyway, see, I just went and looked it up. When I saw your title, I had never heard of it. You okay? So you never heard of it? Okay. They had multiple calls for domestic violence. Wow. See, I knew it ain't just start. The cops knew them pretty. Wow.
You check me.
Hey, King James, how you doing? Check you for what?
King. What? Check
Anyway,
what?
I knew it ain't just start. I knew it didn't just start. It just screamed out toxic to me. Like a Christian and Blueface, but except for they murder with kids. Yeah, that's what I got off of it. But I just don't understand. That's your husband. I don't know. I just don't got the heart to be killing my husband. Pulling a gun out on him neither. That's never happened. So I don't know.
No, you don't use them type of valid weapons. You use lightning.
I'm not violent at all.
You are.
But yeah, y'all. Then the kids, hearing the kids, she say, "Did you see Leak You? Leak You video. She has the enhanced audio version. You can hear pretty much everything." Okay, I need to go check Leak You out. And she was the aggressor on this live. Right on the live, she definitely was the aggressor. I agree, Cole Pep said she definitely was. She had a 3-month-old baby. Wow. I did hear her say your baby in the room. Now what she said that for? I don't know because he didn't ask about a baby or nothing else. She like something about cooking some breakfast. And before that all started with breakfast. Like what happened to cereal and milk? And then he had to go to work in the morning.
Nigga
So
don't want no
why
child,
did it's for the
man.
kids? So why was he why did was he expected to cook breakfast in the first place, knowing that he had to work and she's sitting there on live? That's just my opinion. Hey, man, what's up, boo? Mm-mm. Hey again, lovely. Oh, I just don't understand it. The mama just in the background talking shit. Don't talk about ever. I guess he went live, or I don't know, or to said something to his family. Something. The mama was pissed off as well. Don't put me in y'all stuff. I just came here to cook the kids breakfast and. But again, why did he have to cook breakfast if he had to be to work? Because I did hear her say he got to be to work at 8 o'clock. No, 9 o'clock. So why was he expected to cook breakfast? I'm not understanding. Like real shit. I don't understand at all. And then for her to be just gassing it up in the background until she heard that pop and I think the mama was the first one that went outside and started screaming when you sat there and instigated the whole damn thing. When her daughter talking, you in the background talking. Just talking shit. Boy, you better get out my face. I don't get it. I don't know. I feel like if you gotta do all that and be the I mean, I feel like he should have never came back to the house because like I just read, the police knew of them. So you should have just never came back. Like I don't get it. I don't know. That shit ain't cool. Them babies watch their daddy get killed and now their mama going to jail. Now they don't have no parents, you know. Who knows if they're gonna bring the grandma up on charges? I don't know. They always find something for somebody who was there. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? So what about the babies? What about the babies? And I had no idea the babies was even there until the pop, and then all you hear is babies crying. It is so sad. It just touched my soul. Then I watched something else. Transgender had went into a school in Nashville and killed 6 people. A private school, I think it was a Christian school. That said it killed 6 people. I think from what I heard, one adult and 5 kids. Like what? This world is going to shit fast, really fast. If you ain't got your life right, I'm just saying. And mine ain't right neither. But I'm just saying, y'all, we need to get together. Can y'all see me on my main account? Yeah, we see you, Bam. I don't know the shit with the girl and the guy. I don't know. It just really just it touched me. It did something to me. It really did, y'all. And I said we gonna go live, but we gonna talk about it. So I'm gonna drop my link real fast. And I don't know if any one of y'all want to come up. If y'all don't, I mean, it is what it is. I really just wanted to come and chop it up, to see, what y'all knew and I didn't know. But yeah, they said he called 911 a few minutes before he was shot. I did. Well, let me finish reading this. Before he was shot, the cops said that they wouldn't escort him. Right. He knew she was right. So is anyone going to hold the cops accountable? Because I did hear that as well. One of them videos that he called the cops to be escorted over there to get his things, and they denied him. They wouldn't go. Now I don't care if them people called you 30, 50, 40 times in a month. If he called you and asked you to be escorted, y'all need to go. That's what you get paid for. I mean, what the fuck? That shit pet man. Yeah. Hey boo.
Hey, boo, ha ha.
Waha.
Okay, so I didn't even know you was live. You know, you be saying you going live and you be trying to trick us. So I ain't think you was really going live. So shout out to Vonnie y'all for really going live. No, but what happened? What happened? All I heard was somebody he killed. So what happened?
Okay, so I was when I jumped on YouTube this morning, right? I kept on seeing a story about a girl named Kadejah Brown,
Okay, I
and
keep
then
seeing
when
that.
I yeah, and so what happened was, I guess her, from what I know, her and her husband had got into an argument, and the mama was in the background. From what I heard on the first live I saw, it was something about breakfast, right?
Okay.
And he was coming to get his clothes. And when he got there, they arguing, and next thing I know, she shoot him in front of the kids. The kids crying, and then the police come. But as the day went along, I started looking at other videos. I started hearing other pieces of her life, like you know how YouTube is. They broke her life up, and different content creators are sharing it. So
Right.
every time I look at it, I'm seeing something different. Like the last one I looked at, she was like, "You smacked me earlier, smack me now."
Oh
I
wow.
didn't hear that earlier. Then Miss Turner tells me, and she told me in the chat that the police know about them. Like they get called all the time. So
Okay,
I
so
just
like
feel
for
like,
like domestic, for like they be having domestic violence disputes and
right,
stuff. Okay.
right. Evidently they fight. Evidently they fight.
Right, and the
It's
police
clear.
gets called if the police is aware of them.
Right. So
Okay.
and so I did hear that when he went to this morning when he tried to go get his stuff, he asked for the police to escort him, and he got denied. They wouldn't go with him, and then
Wait,
he ended
what?
up losing his life. Yeah, and she ended up killing him. So while y'all holding her accountable, you need to hold the police accountable
Oh,
as well.
yeah, let me say that. Hey, everybody in the chat, y'all. Sorry. Hey, Kels, I know you can't see me. That's why I came in under my other account. I didn't know if y'all could see me. But now, it's just like, check this out, Vonnie. It's crazy because me and Keish was on my live last night, and I seen
Mhm,
where a police officer got shot last night. They was going to this man's house to
mhm,
because they were supposed to, they pulled him over like a couple days ago, and they was going to his house to give him the ticket because he ran. Well, when his mama opened the door, the boy started shooting at the police and he shot a police officer and then he killed himself. But it's crazy because like the police didn't shoot back at him or nothing. But in this case, if I feel like if they would have escorted him to that lady's house this morning to get his stuff, he would still be alive.
he definitely will be alive. But let me say this to what you just now said. You say
Uh-huh.
somebody got pulled over, and, and the
A
police
few
took the
days
police
ago.
went to his house to get him the ticket. Since when it started? And I don't know about no other city and
Now
state, but
listen,
here
now,
they
now
would have
listen to
mailed
this.
that ticket to him.
Now
Why
listen,
would he?
now, check this out. The police couldn't enter the house because they didn't have a warrant for his arrest. So
Right.
when his mama opened the door, he started shooting at the police. Now, Vonnie, if you see this video, there was three police officers. The one that had the body cam on, and the
Mm,
two that like his mama had just pulled up in the driveway. They walk up, his mama unlocks the door and she grabs the dog, and the man's already standing there with the gun. You can see him. Bro, I don't understand why he would shoot with his mama right there. But these police didn't have their guns on their hand, they hands on their guns
uh,
or none of that. And they didn't fire not one shot. Even after
right.
he started shooting at them police did not shoot back.
Wow.
It's crazy because it's just like me and Keisha was like, we be conspiracy theorists and shit. But
Yeah.
it's something weird about that because I don't understand why that boy would have started shooting with his mama standing right there.
That's what
And
I
he
was
had
getting ready to
good
say
aim.
that. So did
And
something else happen?
this is what I'm trying to figure out because he had great aim because he shot straight. He had good aim. Because he shot that one police officer and then he shot
Mm,
himself. But I'll do if you want
mm.
me to, honey, after your live, I'll go back live and I'll play the video again.
Yeah, because I ain't know nothing about that. Because it had to been something else to happen. Because who shoots
Yeah,
at the
but see,
police just because they
I,
at your house?
when me
But
and
what
Keisha,
else happened though, Bam? Because hold on, because police don't come to your house to issue no ticket. It comes
now,
if they can't get you right then and there, it comes through the mail, or
but
either the
listen,
sheriff will come on your door and give you a summons. Like I don't. Why did the police come
listen,
to his house to give him a ticket?
this what I'm saying. And it was a couple days later, they because now see, the
Exactly.
only way they didn't have a warrant for his so they couldn't enter the house. So that means there wasn't a warrant for his arrest. Because if there was a
Mhm.
warrant, if they found out he had a warrant, they would have been able to go in the house and get him.
Exactly.
So because Pops came in here and told us last night on my live, he was like, whenever they was gonna give him the ticket, the dude sped off.
Okay.
So then, but only 2 days later, they were just going to give him the ticket. but it's something else had to happen. And we started looking into like who he was or whatever, and you can't really find nothing on him. So it's
So
kind of
do they
it's
do
just
that out in Florida? Do the police always come
girl,
to your house?
listen, I ain't never in my life seen no police come to nobody's door and get them.
Right. Mm.
But my thing is, it was so strange because none of the police officers were aggressive. None of them were like, "Hey, get on the ground," like none of that. They as soon as they opened that door, that man started. He could have shot his own mama.
Right. So something else had to happen because ain't
That's
no
what I'm
way to put
thinking.
his mama life in danger like that.
Because and then for him not to they unless the police found out he had a warrant and they can't do that. They have to have a warrant. You have to have a warrant to be able, even if somebody has a warrant,
Right.
you have to have a warrant to be able to get that person.
And you were supposed to show it to the mama before.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. So I don't even understand that because shit,
Yeah,
they
it's
it,
like the story. It had me and Keisha all crazy last night. So I was like, because I did a late live last night. But yeah, I want to look into that. But this right here, what you're talking about, that's crazy. If the police would have escorted that man and what they're supposed to protect and serve, correct?
exactly,
So whenever you
exactly.
call,
That's
if
what's
somebody's
supposed to.
calling you for help, that's that man calling you for help. He needs somebody to escort him to go get his things because he's obviously scared of the people where his things are, and y'all denied him of that.
Well, I look at it like this: scared, or because I don't know. She was like, "You smacked me." She said, "You smacked me last night, but smack me now." Maybe he just didn't want that drama. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Maybe
that too.
last night
Maybe
something
maybe
different,
he
and he
didn't
didn't
want
want
to
the
end up
drama to
going to
go.
jail. Maybe he didn't want to
Yeah,
end up going to jail for slapping the shit out of ass. Because obviously, if he had to slap your ass once and you telling him to slap you again, then obviously, bitch, you're toxic.
and then she hit him. She was hitting him on the live. He kept on saying, "Stop hitting me, stop hitting me." He was talking to his uncle on the phone, and she snatching his phone and everything.
Now,
And
y'all, let me
and
tell
he
y'all
grabbed the phone
something.
back and like, "Yeah." So I that's how he was talking to his uncle. He was like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to get my stuff." You can tell you had somebody older on the phone trying to walk him through whatever was going on. And he's like, "I'm trying to get my stuff now. I'm trying to get my stuff now." And she just talking shit to him,
I'm gonna tell
basically,
y'all something. Men are also victims of domestic violence.
very much so.
Men are also like a lot of women. Now it's more typical for a woman, maybe typical wasn't the right word. It's more common, I meant,
Yeah.
for a woman to be a victim of domestic violence, but men are also victims of domestic violence. I don't want nobody to get that twisted. Men are definitely
And
victims
not
of
and
domestic
not
violence.
saying because they're a punk or something, but some men was raised not to hit a girl
Not to
back.
hit a woman,
Right, not to hit a
no matter
woman.
what.
Exactly. So yeah. So, but I don't know if he was the type because she said you smacked me. You smacked me last night. Smack me now. So I don't know. But he was trying to
But she
leave,
could have been lying too, Vonnie. You know what I'm saying? She
and
could have
that's
just been.
true. I don't know. Or I don't know if it was provoked. Maybe when a woman. I
Maybe it
don't
was
know.
trying to provoke him, right? Like
Or
maybe just
maybe
let
she
me
hit
say
him
something.
and he tried to block her hand and it might have hit her in her face, something like that. Because the way he
Right.
was acting this morning doesn't seem like he's a woman beater. Doesn't seem like he's the type to just smack on women because she kept hitting him and he didn't.
He reached out to the cops. They ignored him. That chick had no business grabbing a gun with all her babies there. That part, I'm
Right.
gonna tell you.
Exactly, Mister. Exactly, and I agree. I agree at all, at all. I'm just trying to make some sense of. That's why I said let's go live and just talk about it, something different, and see how y'all feel about it. Because if it was me and I had been a man, I wouldn't have returned. I know his work clothes was there. I understand all that, but I would have went to work and I would have just told him the truth. Me and wife, we got to arguing last night. Some, some we got to fighting or some hits exchanged. Then I just don't want to go back there. Do you got an extra shirt
Right.
or whatever he worked at? Do you got some extra I can work at? And they have not. I understand. Let me take the day off to get myself together, and I'll be back tomorrow. I just wouldn't have returned back to the residence. That's just me, and I'm not saying that he's
And
wrong for
maybe
what
maybe he
what he
went
did.
too soon. Maybe he should have waited a
Yeah,
couple days and try to let the
yeah,
situation cool down. But at the end of the day, you never know where her mindset was either. Because when women get rejected, and I'm speaking from experience because I ain't gonna hold you, it's happened before. We tend to get mad. Some women, now I can handle rejection. I really don't give a fuck. Some women can't. Some women can't handle
hold on,
rejection.
bro.
or if they know that this man's finna leave them, or if they know that it's over, and this has been the way you eat, the way this man's been taking care of you, but you still been treating him like he ain't nothing, but he still stays. You know what I'm saying? Some women tend to flip the fuck out. Flip out. I'm trying not to cuss y'all. Some women tend to flip. Yeah, clearly he felt it was a danger, or he wouldn't have called the police. Right, right. Bam, get that link, put it in the chat. Leak, you broke it down and has enhanced audio of it all. Mama Terry, I can't do it right this second. You can send it to me in Messenger.
It was something I was getting ready to tell you before I hit mute. Oh, you weren't in here early because you just came in here. I was telling them before everything. What I seen earlier on the first the first video I watched, I seen her. She did a Facebook post saying, "I got a bisexual husband." Now I don't know how true that is, because some females could be like, if they feel like their man spend a little bit too much time with their homeboys, they can get petty and started being petty and say some shit like that. So I don't know, but she definitely hit a they definitely showed the post on Facebook where she was like, "I have a bisexual husband." So I'm just saying,
Wow.
yeah, I'm not saying it's true, y'all, but she definitely did post that. And for and in my opinion, how mad she was. Is it true? Is it true? I don't know. I don't know, and I don't want to put it on that man's name, but why would she say something like that? And that's why I went to say that we all know if they hang with their home was a little bit too much, you know how petty females can be.
Right.
They may
That's
be
what, and that's what I was
right
just
here.
saying.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I never seen nothing after that. Nobody talked about him being bisexual, with no receipts on the man being bisexual, with no Facebook post or no Facebook messages or Instagram. I ain't seen none of that. So it could well very much be her being petty because they had an argument the night before and he left. That's probably what it was. But I'm just saying, I saw that.
And women, when we feel some type of way about our dude, or whatever, we tend to get very, very, very,
Hmm.
very petty,
Hmm.
spiteful. We will say some of the most
Yep.
nastiest shit, because you know what? I think a lot
Mhm.
of women, they want to know how far they can push that man before he flips out. Like, oh, he won't never do this to me. He won't never do that to me. So, and if he's never done it before, and you gonna push him and push him and push him, and then when he finally slap the shit out your ass, then you want to holler victim.
And
I'm
that's
not
something.
saying I'm not saying domestic violence is right. And let me make this clear. I'm not supporting it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying the man should put his hands on a woman. But sometimes when a woman put herself in that position, sometimes it is what it is.
Okay, let me take it here. Okay, so to all the ladies in the chat, if y'all have a son, let me ask y'all this question, because I know my answer, but let me ask y'all this question: what do y'all tell y'all son to do if a girl hit them?
Walk
Like,
away.
not just one hit. I'm talking about this, because she
Oh,
was
now
clearly she hit him. She
consistently.
hit him a couple of times. She kept
Hey,
on
look,
hitting him.
Ronnie. Look, this one
What
my
is he
mama told.
supposed to do?
Look, this one my mama told my brother one time. Donkey Kong get hit on the top of the head, so she don't leave no marks.
Look, I call that the bam bam.
Look,
Look, you
I'm
on the
sorry.
planet, but
I
that's
ain't
what I
trying to make
call it.
light of the situation. You know me. I be cracking my little jokes because I don't take
Mhm.
I take domestic violence. I watched my mama get beat for 11 years, and every relationship I was in, besides my last two, dude put his hands on me, and I used to
Yeah.
think it was okay. So I don't, I don't promote that. I don't, stand for it, none of that. And I
Well,
think
let
it's
me say
okay
this:
either way.
if you got a son and your son girlfriend was a Christian Rock, what would you tell your son to
Oh
do?
no,
Because
my son ain't gonna be in that
Blueface,
situation.
incurred, they had a bunch of black eyes. I'm just saying, what will y'all tell y'all sons to do? I'm
To
just
get out
asking that
that, I'm
question.
gonna tell him to get out that relationship if I have to kill that girl,
As a
or if I have
mama,
to,
but what if he
before I have
don't?
to
What if
kill
he don't?
him.
What if he don't?
Then he's gonna have to learn from his own mistakes eventually.
Hmm.
I mean, at the end of the day, and y'all know
And
I
that's
don't
where
have,
I'm at with it. And that's exactly where I'm at with it. That's why I asked. I'm on to see what everybody else say too.
and I don't
But
even
that's where
have
I'm at
kids.
with it.
And I don't even have kids, but that's what I would tell my son. Either you walk away from her, you leave her alone, or either you're gonna have to learn the hard way.
Okay. So wait, Kel said I tell my sons to leave. and don't fuck with her ever again. But what if your son don't leave Kels and he's a
Because
full
he's
grown
so in
adult?
love.
Right, and he's an adult. I'm talking about Christian and Blueface right now. We going. I know I'm everywhere, but listen, we talking about them. We see how Blueface and Christian is. What if Blueface was your son? What would you tell your son? Because clearly he's not going to leave. What would you say? What would you do? I thought my son. I taught my son to not hit women. Just leave. I understand that. I think we all teach our sons that just as being women, don't hit a girl. Clear as day. I tell my son that as well. But what if it was Krishan and Blueface? I'm gonna drop the link again and see if anybody want to come up. But what would y'all do? Because I I'm with Bam on this one. I mean, if I tell you to leave and you don't leave, you
You're
gonna
gonna
have
have
to
to
suffer
learn
the
on your own.
consequences.
And then
Right,
when
you
your
have to
ass
learn
go
from
to
your
jail,
mistakes.
and I'm gonna say this too,
Yep.
Vonnie. When your ass, if you was my son, when your ass go to jail, don't call me because I ain't coming to get you. Because I told you.
Yep, to leave after the first time. What you on that one? How she said? Kel said if he stays, there is something wrong with him. He needs
Kels, come
counseling.
up here.
It ain't just that easy though, Kels.
Now
What if
this
they
because
in love?
and I know you got a
I first
son too,
believe
Vonnie.
they know no
So
one will never stop from their success till they
so
have
y'all
overcome.
getting it from someone who don't have a son, someone who does have a son, and Kale's
Yeah,
sons are old enough to, I think they're
my son just turned 26 on the
oh well,
19th.
well,
So
Vonnie, I mean, well, Kale's son, well, anyway, y'all know what the hell I'm trying to say, okay? But
yeah, we
Kale's come
got
up here
grown sons.
because this is a
We
great
got grown
conversation. I like
sons.
this.
And
This is a
I
good
tell them all the
conversation.
time, like, don't hit it, like, don't do it, son. And if you continue like leave, if you continue to stay there with her because you feel like whatever is so good, or you so in love, and she keep hitting you, you have to hit her back. Then you gonna go to jail. Like
And see, Vonnie,
it's stuff we have to do that.
can I speak
Go
from
ahead,
the
bro.
girl? Can I speak from the girlfriend that did that to her dude?
Of course, go ahead.
Okay, so and this is because y'all, like I said, y'all know and I've told my story. I seen my mama get beat for 11 years. So when I got into a relationship and I used to provoke I used because my mama didn't provoke this man. This man was just sick in the head, and my mama was just in love with him, and they had got married, and it was oh, if I can't have you, nobody else. Like he threatened, just crazy stuff. Now I never got that deep into domestic violence with any of my partners because I finally realized, hey, he beating my ass. Now this is getting a little, you know what I'm saying? When you got dudes doing real crazy stuff, eventually like, but I used to like my like probably my third boyfriend. I used to provoke him. Because I knew he was doing, dirty shit or whatever. So I used to provoke him.
Hey,
And
Carol.
when I
Hey,
provoked him and he
ha
hit me,
ha.
woo ha ha, hey Kels. When he hit me, I provoked that. So I used to have this feeling like, okay, well shit, I started it. So that's what I get. But then it came to a point where I would just start hitting him. So
So
when he
why
hit
did
my
you
ass,
do that?
because I
Why
was
did you keep
taking,
hitting on him?
I was taking out what every other person had did to me on him.
Okay, that's you. It's wrong, but at
Yeah.
least you're honest.
But no, yeah, it was dead ass wrong. And then whenever he pushed me down to a set of 28 stairs, I realized, look, okay, this ain't, I can't do this no more.
But see, that was taking it too far. If you hit him and he pushed you down 28 stairs, that was taking it too far, in my
But
opinion.
shit, I had fucked up everything in the house. I put his car on the railroad tracks and watched the train hit it. I mean, we was just very toxic.
Damn.
Now that was some blue face and what's her name shit there,
That was, oh no, that was worse than them, baby. You got them beat. I'm just saying.
but either
I
way,
ain't never
it's
heard
not
of shit
right.
like that. It's
And
not
that's
right.
my
It's not
my
right at
point
all.
is from a woman who did it to a man or a man that did it to a woman. It's not right either way it goes. But hey,
Exactly.
Kelly,
Hey, so Bonnie said, "Come on up," and I
Mhm.
do have three sons and a daughter.
Yeah.
And I
And
had
then
all my
you,
boys first, so I always just teach them, no matter what, don't hit a girl. Do not hit a girl, no matter what. Just you could walk away. You stronger, you bigger. Y'all play sports because they always play sports. Just don't
exactly.
hit her back, right?
Right.
And I remember my son um, had his first. little girlfriend ship or whatever in junior high, and she used to hit him and stuff. And he said it to me, but he didn't really like make it like he was really upset. So I would be like, oh, that's how girls do. They hit you and run. They want you to chase them, whatever, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize the seriousness of it. And then one day, when I picked him up from school, he was just real quiet. And my second son said she slapped him in front of everybody while we was
Mm.
at lunch. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, but you always say, don't hit no girl or whatever, whatever. So I was like, look, I said, you could get her off of you. You see what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the principal tomorrow. And he was like, no, mommy, because it was already embarrassing, because he was embarrassed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, listen, let me tell y'all something. I did teach y'all don't hit no girl, but at the same time, if you got to push her up off you to get out the way or whatever, that's what you have to do. But
Yeah.
yeah, don't hit no girl, but at the same time, you ain't got to get publicly humiliated either. See what I'm
But let me ask
saying?
you this, Charles. Let me ask you this. I
And
understand
I
that because
did go to
I
the
also,
principal, and I did go to the principal and cause chaos, because I was like, no, 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 because
yeah,
that's humiliating.
yeah, I understand that. But listen to this. All right, so uh, I get what you're saying, and I've told my son as well. Don't hit her, but if you have to restrain her, restrain. It's different from hitting a girl and restraining a girl. It's a big difference. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
I said she hitting on you. She could, constantly like hitting. We all know most girls windmill. So if you have to stop her and just hold her hands to her side and just tell her to stop, that's
Right.
in my opinion that's called restraining her.
Right.
But if they don't stop, we talk about like a Christian. Christian gave black ass. And
Yeah,
I threw
see,
that
I
question out
mean,
there
my
because it's
thing
a hard
is this.
question to a mother
Yeah.
with sons. That's a very hard question.
But my thing is with this, like, okay, that's fine. Like when my son, he got out of the situation, I was like, she better not call my motherfucking house no more. She better not, you know what
Thank
I'm
you,
saying? So
Auntie.
it was like basically they were young, junior high school age. So I was able to end it to where they can't talk no more, basically. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? But with
Yep.
Krishan and them, they're grown people. But this is
Yes.
what I hope to have instilled in my boys is that, listen, if she hit you, don't fuck with the bitch no more, period. But he keeps going back. So the fact that he keeps going back, it's an issue on both ends. It's an
Right.
issue with her because she's violent, and it's an issue with him because he keeps going back to the violence. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. My thing is, if a bitch hits you, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say a bitch, but if a woman,
You
no,
okay?
she's a bitch. If she hit my son, she's a bitch. That's what I'm
You
gonna say.
damn
That
right.
if a
Hmm.
bitch hits you, you ain't supposed to never give her that opportunity to fuck with you again. Like, no, bitch, I'm done. Just like
Right.
us as women, if a man hit us, I feel the same way. Like I would tell my daughter the same thing. If he hits you, get
Yes,
the
it
fuck out
is.
of there and don't ever fuck with him again. See what I'm
That's right.
saying? So the fact that he keeps going back to her for more abuse shows there's toxic on both levels. And what I wanted to say most importantly was we got to, try to understand that some kids grow up seeing their parents fight, or the
True.
mama
There you
and
go.
and
Talk
her
about it, Kelly.
boyfriend fight.
Talk about
So
it.
to
Yep.
them, they don't feel it's that abnormal because they've been growing up watching this shit. Yeah, bitches trip, they try to slap you, whatever. You leave for a couple of days, you come on back. So they have been, you know, introduced to that as children.
So
So to
we feel
them,
like it's okay.
it's okay because they've been seeing that all their life. So it's a point of what you let your kids see. Like, and I know, Vonnie, you've been married a long time, so have I.
Uh,
With my kids' parents, and I know one of the things we used to do, we said the neighbors must have thought we was crazy. But every time we get into like a screaming, like mad match, we would go
mm-hmm.
for a walk. We wouldn't do it in the house with our kids. We would go walk
Yep.
around the corner and be like, no, fuck you, no, fuck you. But we wouldn't do it in the house with our kids. And then one day we was walking and we was like, I know our neighbors think we crazy because we only do this when we arguing. But I think what you show your kids, like if they would have saw, they dad slapping me or something, or me doing him, they would have thought it was normal.
Like,
That's
But
Kels,
I'm
how
gonna
that
tell
we.
right
you,
there, what
let
you
me
and
tell
your
you what I
husband
did.
did, that was
I'm gonna tell you
self.
what I did because Kels, I'm sorry, man, because Kels, you're older than me. I don't I don't know how old you are, but I know you're older than me. I'm
Yeah,
41.
I'm 55.
So what I do is like if I go out and I take that walk. And to me, I feel like to as an icebreaker, let me just text. Just text for a little
Mm.
while. And after the texting is done, I said, well, no more texting. Let's talk. After I feel like we'd have got out all the aggression, if we ever get to that point where we feel like, because I know all this shit been going on the internet that my husband hit me. That's a damn lie. He's
Yeah,
never
that's
hit
a lie.
me.
I can tell you that for a
Yes,
fact.
we
That's a
have
lie.
gotten into arguments who don't argue, but he's never hit me.
Bonnie's husband
So
has never hit her.
it's so what we do is I usually I'll be the first one to walk out and just if I gotta walk around the block and 2, 3 times before I send him
And
that first
Bonnie's
text.
hot headed.
That's what I
Bonnie's hot
do.
headed when she gets mad.
I
She's
am
hot headed.
very much so, very much so. But I'm not gonna hit him. My husband, what 5'9", two
And
hundred fifty
Bonnie's husband,
pounds.
the
I'm not
clothes
ready
line
to
the
hit
shit
him.
out her.
I'm
The
not going.
clothes.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
hit that man
and
because
that's
I'm
what
him
I
to hit me
think.
back.
Yeah, and I think a lot of
Yeah.
these kids, like the Blueface and Krishan thing, I think maybe, and I don't know because I don't know their history. I don't follow them like that. But maybe they saw their parents doing this, so for them, it's kind of normalized. Like, yeah, I could fight my wife, and then we could make up and be in love because they've
Well, I
seen
know
their
for
parents do it.
Krishan, she definitely saw it. Yeah, her
Yeah,
mom and her dad was active. Junkies. I don't want to say it that way, but they were active junkies. So of course they saw that.
yeah.
So
So,
yeah,
so for her, she's like, I could hit him. That's how I express myself. But we could still be in love, and for whatever
no,
reason,
that's not
he's
done.
going along with it, and that's you know what I'm saying. That's what we as
I think if
parents.
they got good counseling, I think they would actually. I think if they, even though they are like what we see of them, they are very toxic. But I do feel like like that girl has been through a lot,
She
a lot.
has.
I've seen a documentary
But
on
have
her.
you seen her before she met him, Bam? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like it's kind of hard to believe because that girl was an athlete. She was very much doing her thing, and the
This
reason why
is
she
what
did
I'm
that because
saying.
she wanted to get out of Baltimore. So she made something for herself until she met this man, and everything just went left. She got tattoos of him everywhere. She got a.
But
I mean,
look, Bonnie,
it
I'm gonna
just
tell
went
you, and I'm
left.
gonna tell you what happened when she met him. A lot of her childhood trauma started coming back because of what he was doing to her. As far as
Right.
him, you got to think when you're dealing with somebody that's big like that in the entertainment business.
Hmm.
The main thing women think about, and I can speak from experience, is hoes. So in the first, what's the biggest thing to trigger a woman if she thinks somebody fucking with her man? Another bitch.
You better know it.
You know what I'm saying? Now, Kels
Yeah.
might be like, "Nah, I ain't worried about all that because her bougie ass, whatever." But
And
anyway,
I'm
I'm
not
just, no,
worried
I'm
about
just
it either.
bullshit. I'm
But we
just
gotta
bullshit.
say, shit, Beyonce got cheated on.
Yeah,
Rihanna got cheated on. Who is we to
Yeah,
think that we
it's
won't get cheated
no,
on? I'm just
but
saying,
you
it
know
can
what,
always
Kels,
Kels?
I was
happen.
just making a joke.
But you know what I was gonna say? It's like, because my ex-husband was an athlete, right? And I used to
Hmm.
be like that. I used to be like, oh, who's that bitch? What do you know? And cell phones wasn't really out heavy like that, right?
Right.
So I just come to the game. I see a bitch, she too close after he walking out. And I'm like, what? What's going on? What's going on? I'm calling my mom, and my mom was like,
I got a
if
question
you're
for you, Kelly, when you finish. But go ahead.
okay, my mom was like, if you're gonna be jealous of every other little girl out there, just break
Just,
up with them now,
just leave
because
him alone.
you're gonna make them so miserable
That
of
he
you
gonna go
arguing
fuck
with
somebody
him
else.
about
Yeah.
every fan that she said, you have to realize he chose you for a reason,
Yep.
so you have to be confident in that. But if you're just gonna argue, because I was up at school, with him at the time, she said, if you're gonna be arguing with him about every other bitch that he ran a touchdown, then just pack your shit and come on back home right now.
Yep.
Cause you gonna drive him away.
And
So
you
I
gonna
had
push
to,
him. You gonna push him to end up cheating on you.
yeah.
Hmm.
So she was like, so either you're gonna be confident that he chose you for a reason, or you just gonna leave him alone. But either way, you need to make a decision. And that was like tough love from my mom, because I was like, oh my God, you ain't mad that the bitch said this? She was like, listen, bring your ass home. Because you can't handle it. And I was like, no, I can handle it. And so then, 25 years later, you know what I'm saying? We raised all our kids together. Yes, it ended in divorce, but I feel like we did a good job of being teen parents and raising our kids
Right.
together, So yeah, so I feel like with her, you either can take the role or you gonna be insecure. But you gonna drive yourself crazy. That's what my mom told me. You about to drive
Mhm.
yourself crazy trying to worry about every bitch that's standing outside the stands. Like it's
Yes,
gonna be
ma'am.
ridiculous.
Yeah. You answered my question already. Look, I should have let you keep on talking because you already answered my question. So yeah,
What was your
because that was the
question though?
question. I was gonna ask you, basically, like, what did you do when you seen at the games? You seen the bitches pushing up on them, or do you? No, no, no. You didn't always answer it because I was also going to ask you. Do you
Oh,
think that he was absolutely faithful to you, or
listen,
did you
I'll
just,
say
or
this,
did you just
Vonnie.
do what your mama
Everybody,
told you? Like, he
Wait,
chose
y'all.
me,
yeah,
and it
I
is
don't
what
mean
it
to
is.
cut y'all out, but I just seen a comment in the chat. She shot him in the back of his head.
oh my God.
What? So
Mama
he was
Terry,
walking
wait,
away.
So that means that he was turning away
wait a
and she
minute. I
shot him
wait
in the.
because I'm
Yeah.
trying to see if that's what Mama Terry is talking about.
Oh wow.
Mama Terry, are you saying that the girl who shot this man today shot him in the back of his head? Or are you talking to somebody else in the chat?
So he was trying to leave.
That's
If
that's what
she's
I'm
talking
trying to
about
Oh,
find
that.
out.
that's so
Yes, no,
sad.
Mama Terry said yes.
That's
He
Oh
was
so
my
at
so
the
god.
sad.
door, so he was leaving, and she
He was
shot. Now
trying to go.
that shit right there, that's some
Oh my
premeditated
god.
shit. That bitch
Well,
needs to.
she gotta, yeah, she gotta do what she gotta do for that because that was wrong.
Yeah, now
But
that right
to
there.
answer your question, Bonnie, you know,
Oh wow,
like I had. Wait, what was your question again?
Kels.
So you answered one of the questions about the fans. Of course there could be fans because he's a athlete. But
Right.
my question to you is, did you ever think like that he was cheating on you because
Oh,
he
you
he
okay?
was
Okay,
who
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah,
was, or did you
yeah.
just chuck it up
So
to everything your mama
yes,
told you? Oh, just go into one ball and fuck it.
yeah. So okay. So of course you're gonna try to be as confident as you can, but you always gonna think. I mean, I'm not gonna ever. And I said this in the little book that me and a few other wives wrote.
I didn't know
I
you had a
could
book.
never, yeah, I could never sit here and say he never cheated. It's
Right.
because when your husband is in NFL, like say if he's at a game, right? And I say, oh, I want to come down to the game. So we used to try to, as wives, look out for each other, right? So say,
Right.
because I had two small babies at the time. So say if I couldn't come to a game, another wife would come to the game and be like, oh yeah, I saw, this, that. We would like try to
Mm-hmm.
have each other's back, right?
Yep.
But it say like for example, if I say I'm gonna surprise him at this game, I'm gonna pop up on him and see what the fuck is
Mm-hmm.
going on, right? So I would
Mm-hmm.
call his team's office and they would make the flight arrangements. And I remember showing up one time and he's just like, "Oh hey babe, whatever," and I'm just like, you ain't surprised to see me? So then I knew they telling him when I say, oh, make me a flight arrangement to go to whatever city, they're telling him your wife is coming. You see what I'm saying? So
What
he
did they
wasn't
tell
surprised.
him? What did they tell him, or was it clearly like not anything going on?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I
Mhm.
could never sit here and tell you that he never cheated on me because they kind of protect the players. Like
Yeah.
they like
Let
if
me tell
I
y'all
do.
something. One thing about a dude in the entertainment, the rap industry, the clubs, any of that. I don't give a damn what no female says, and it's not nothing that I'm throwing shade on or none of that because it's happened to the best of us.
That's
That
right.
nigga done cheated, and
Right,
I'm
right,
not
Wait,
and,
wait,
saying.
and
wait.
that's what
Hold
I,
up,
and
hold
that's
up.
what I'm
Hold
trying
on,
to. You
Cam.
didn't let me
Hold on, Cam.
wait.
Wait, wait, wait. No, 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 no,
No,
no, no,
no, no.
no.
I wasn't saying that to
Every
you,
man
Kim.
is not a cheater.
I didn't
Wait
say,
a
hold
minute.
on. No, let me finish, Ronnie. I'm not saying every man is a cheater.
No, no, no. But listen. I'm not saying he's a cheater. I
No,
would never
that's not what
speak
I.
bad
Now,
about
let
my
me finish.
ex-husband.
That's
What
not
I'm
what I'm
saying
saying.
is, I could never sit here faithfully and tell y'all he never cheated. Now, what I can't tell you is that I've never found out about any cheating.
That's where I was
Okay.
going with it,
That
Kels.
Now,
part. That
That's where
part.
I
now,
was going with it.
maybe he never cheated, or maybe he just had enough respect to me to cover up his shit. Either
That's where I
That
was
way,
part.
going with it,
I
Kels. I
never
wasn't saying
knew.
that every man is a cheater. I'm saying a lot of men can cheat on you, and he might have enough respect for that his
And
woman
that's why I was
because it could
telling
have
the
been a
story. Yeah, and that's why I was telling the story that they get protected a lot. So you try to pop up on them, they already know. You
Mhm.
try to,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So that's why I was telling Bonnie, I could never sit here and honestly say he never cheated, because I would feel foolish saying that. But I can say that he had enough respect for me that I never found out about any cheating. Everybody thinks, oh, y'all was together 25 years. It must have been cheating. No, it had nothing to do with
What
cheating.
he did in the streets
But I
stayed in the
kind of feel
streets, and
like,
he ain't bring that shit home.
but hold up. Let's say for hold on, y'all. Let's say this. I feel like to just say that maybe he did cheat and you never caught him. I feel like you shouldn't even say it on the thing because if you never caught him, then you can't say he cheated. What if he didn't?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I could never say that he didn't cheat, but I could never say he did. All I'm saying is he had enough respect for me that I never saw no shit like that. I don't get me wrong. I tried. I popped up places. I did all kind of
See,
shit. If I
and
could
didn't
tell
find
y'all some of
nothing.
my crazy stories, because we was together since teenagers, so we did
And
some
Kel's
crazy
got some
shit.
crazy stories with that
Yeah,
man,
we
I just
girl.
both
don't
did some
think that even
crazy
in
shit.
NFL, I just don't think that all men are cheaters. Even men who are famous and play football and basketball, they not all like that. And yes, they get ass thrown at them left and right. But hey, they in love with one female, so that don't mean they cheat. That's how I am. I'm just
Right.
that's just how I
And
am.
you guys have to understand, because everybody, like, wants to evaluate my life or whatever. My ex-husband was
What's up,
not a
man?
draft pick. He was a free agent.
Talk your
So
shit, Kels. He went what, Kels?
he wasn't making $5 million a year. He was a free agent. I don't know if y'all would know what that means, but he had to try out for the team every year. He wasn't
Hmm.
somebody that they picked and said, "Oh, we paying you 25 million and you guaranteed with the team." No, every
Yeah,
year he
somebody
had to
bidding on him
make
every
the
year.
team. Yeah, he had to make the team every year. So he wasn't getting paid those high salaries that y'all think. Now, was he making more than the average man? Of course. But he wasn't, yeah, y'all, like, not y'all personally, but I'm saying people get it fucked up. Like, I love this man. I was never with him for money. We were together since teenagers. So, all the shit that happens with normal couples, like we've seen couple. We had a couple that was in college with us. This is a true motherfucking story. Um, her and her boyfriend, one of his football player friends, her and her boyfriend got in a fight at a party, right? Because I guess when he was out of town, she was like fucking with another dude, right? So they got in a fight because the dude showed up at the party and the dude was kind of pulling her like, well, what's up? And she was like, no, 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 this is my man. No, we on the side. Leave me alone. But he made it known that he was fucking with her. They got in a fight. Okay. One of the other football players tried to come and, jump in the fight, for his football player, brother. He got shot and killed all over this couple fighting. So when y'all talk about these couples
Wow.
fighting, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times it don't be the two in the fight. It ends up being other people getting involved, like mothers, fathers, friends, cousins. Other people can die.
But when you when you get off your couch, the story I mainly came on here about, look that up and listen to that. This I know you're gonna hear
Kels,
everything, but I
I,
just
Mama
want you to
Terry sent
listen
me
to
a
that
link.
mother in the background. Just listen to
Bonnie,
what the mother is saying.
Mama Terry sent me a link, so I'll send it to both of y'all.
I
Okay,
can't.
yeah,
I
because
don't know
I
how
want to
to
see it. Because I didn't
screen
even know
share
about
here.
this case until you put it up. And then when you put it up, I went and started, researching it. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
oh, fuck. But, I just feel like the least of an argument can explode and explode and
Yes.
explode. Now, these
Yes.
kids, do they have kids? I don't even know.
Yeah. The
I'm gonna
kids
post
was
it on my
after she
community
shot him,
wall.
Cal. After she shot him,
Sorry.
Kels, you can hear the kids in the background crying, and then the
Oh, my
grandmother comes back.
God.
The baby saying the baby was calling for her daddy, and the grandma come back and say, "Your daddy dead."
Oh, my
Oh
God.
my
Yes,
God.
yes.
So
Yes.
now
Y'all
the
hear that?
kids, now the kids don't have either one of their parents, because she about to go
I
to
ain't feel
jail
one of
forever.
them.
She
Yeah,
about to go
I
to
feel
jail
that way too.
forever.
I
Now
feel
they
that way
Kayla,
about
too.
to
I just
be.
Kels and Vonnie, sorry, I just added y'all on my community wall and I posted that link.
Well, I
Yeah,
was trying to screen share. I can't on my
Oh,
phone.
you want to
now
you okay,
now
Vonnie?
those those kids are orphans, and now you don't know how their life's gonna turn out.
If you
You
want to
They
watch
know,
it,
and they
Vonnie,
damaged. They're damaged. What you
Vonnie,
say,
if you
bro?
want
yeah.
to, if you want to watch it, you can let me share my screen and I can go to
Go
my
ahead. How
community.
about just tell me how I do that?
Okay,
You
hold on. Let me get everything set up real quick. Hold on.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on. Let
Yeah,
me
they definitely are damaged kills, and you can hear. I don't know how many kids in the background, but you can hear a couple of different cries. And the one particular baby, it
Oh,
sounded like an older baby. And I swear, I don't know if it's just me. I swear, I heard the man say, like in his last breath, "I love you" to his kids. And
oh
then she cried
no.
out for her dad, and then the mama comes back in and said, "Your daddy dead." I mean, it was just so just nasty, and just it was it
What
just gave
state
me
was
chill
this
bumps.
in? What
Okay,
state was?
Vonnie, do you see screen trying to come up in the back?
I do.
Let me up.
Okay. All right.
Okay, y'all. This is the video, Mama Terry. Just let me. I'm playing this in fair use.
Okay.
Shout
I'm
out
gonna
to
mute.
leaq.com. This video is being played in fair use for reaction and entertainment purposes only. All credits for this video is being given to leaq.com. So yeah, this is a disclaimer. This is fair use content being played. Save my life talking about the special woman. Bitches all in.
So you all know how I do this. Typically, the way that I do this is um, I will essentially, I come live primarily for those on Facebook and other platforms.
Vonnie, I will be pausing this and doing like we could do commentary just because I don't, want anything to happen to your channel. Mama Terry, do you have a timestamp for this where I can start it at, please? Because I don't want to just like play her talk, you know what I'm saying? And Vonnie, I ain't trying to take over your live, boo. I just don't want you to get in like no type of trouble or anything, babe. That's all. So I just want to, if we're gonna do it, let's do it the right way. Because this is actually a great, great, great conversation. And this is Vonnie, this is a really good live. So yeah, shout out to you for doing this. Fast forward some. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. And y'all, let me know if I'm off mute. Do y'all hear an echo? Hold on, I'm going back here. Okay, so let me
No, you
play.
sound good.
That I don't, that just lives this way. But after watch the video with all the enhanced audio without my commentary, all right, you won't have to worry about listening to me talk this audio.
Okay.
I've listened to it several times.
Okay, we're just gonna listen to her,
It's
y'all.
very disturbing. Okay, now there's no murder scenes on video or nothing like that. There's no gore. There's none of that. And if there was, I'd absolutely not even
just
show
go to
you
where
that.
she's showing the video. Okay,
But I am going. Okay, what your phones is it after anyone who's here will be automatically redirected. But I'll make sure to pin a link in the chat. Let's go.
Oh, I think it's about to start. Okay, we're just gonna start right here.
People want to have something to say, but he ain't here with his kids. He ain't helping. He left at 6:00. He left at 6:06 to go be with his mama. Over here trying to cook something to eat. Instead of trying. Why is there got to be a question about do I need to cook for the kids? Why is there a question? And he don't never have to question. He don't want to question everybody's loyalty. But where is his loyalty at? But he want to talk about me when I am not doing. He want to talk about me when I'm not doing. Talk about unnecessary. Then he talking about calling the police. Talk about I'm gonna.
Okay, let me say this. This right here. This right here. I already see a bunch of the problem. A bunch of the problem with this lady and her man is her mama. I ain't even gonna hold you. I hear that and I see that right now. The battery in her back is her mama. Okay, okay, Mama Terry. So yeah, I that's just my opinion. What you say,
Wait,
Kelly?
what did her mom do? What did she
You
do?
don't hear her mama in the background?
But mama's gonna say that to their
But
daughter
no,
though.
no, no. Like you like the things she's saying, and like what she's saying, her mama's just amping her up. Like, and I know mama's gonna stick up for her baby, of course. But sometimes your mama don't need to be in your shit all the time because your mama can be kind of messy.
I feel like the mama shouldn't be in it at all.
There you go. Thank you, Vonnie.
See, and I disagree. See, that's
And that's good.
I
That's
feel
why
I,
we
di-
that's
I,
why
di-
we
I
all up
disagree.
here.
I disagree. I feel like I mean the mama didn't really say nothing that out of line. She didn't say, "Well, go grab a gun and
No,
fuck
Kels,
his ass up."
you need to go. Kels, you need to really go
You
when
need to
I get
put some
off live.
headphones
You're gonna
in,
be
Kelly.
here
You need some
Okay, okay,
after Bam do this. After we listen to this, I'm gonna talk a little bit more and I'm gonna get off. Go put her name in, Kadejah Brown, and just listen to the
okay,
mom.
okay.
I'm gonna mute back up, Bam.
Okay, here I go.
All right.
Get my stuff. But you got 4 kids and a wife. It's 7:36. He can't even be. He can't even come here and cook for these kids. He can't even come here and cook for the kids. He got to be at work at 8 o'clock. Nah, matter of fact, he got to be at work at 9. Okay, but he still got time to cook for these kids. And then he got to go pick up his. He got to go pick up his buddy from his job, Law. Well, he need to tell Law he need to get his mama car and go to work. He pick up his brother-in-law, take him to work back and forth every day. I ain't got nothing to but then nobody helping nobody, but he can't put gas in both cars. If Law ain't getting him.
Okay, before again, I'm providing commentary right now. I will be premiering the non-commentary version of this video immediately after. I'm going to drop a link to that for you guys before this live is over.
I'm sorry, but her mama is an instigator. I'm so sorry, but at the end of the day, and I gotta say this because this man, they're saying that this man has to be to work at 9 o'clock. He actually goes and picks up somebody that goes to work with him. They expect him to come over here, put gas in both of their cars, and cook
cook
breakfast.
breakfast
What is you doing, bitch? You alive? You on live? Why
on
you ain't
Facebook
cooking
Live.
breakfast for your churn? This
That
man
Yeah,
part.
going to
that's
work,
true. That's
The
true.
fuck wrong
That's
with
true.
her?
and your
Exactly.
mama back here instigating. Girl, okay, I'm gonna continue. I'm sorry. That shit just
I'm
sorry,
gonna
Vonnie.
mute back
Yeah,
up.
she doing too much.
She
All right, let's
is.
go.
So make sure you stay tuned. If I drop it now, you guys it'll be available to you. And I'm going to be premiering it. So, the mother did not help this situation at all. And the main question coming into my mind is like, why aren't you in there cooking for the kids? Like you are their mother, right? Okay. I
Right.
want to give a shout out to Just Say No to Sco. I was watching him earlier, regarding this case. Commentary absolutely on fucking point, in my opinion.
Shout out to Skull.
But I was going to say something else. He mentioned something. Well, maybe it'll come back to me.
No gas money to go to work. Talking about people got stuff. You wanna put it like that?
Oh, it came back to me. Sorry. Sco showed some things on Kadejah's husband, calling him gay, saying that her husband's gay. Just all sorts of just really just fucked up shit. I mean, and was tagging him in this shit. She was actually tagging him in these posts, okay? And hold on, let me actually grab something. Okay, so she
I didn't know Lee Q was a woman, but yeah, I just subscribed to her. She's actually pretty fire. I like her.
Wait a minute, because I've been fighting Lick You for about a year now. You didn't know Lick You was a woman.
I've never even heard of her.
Really? And you been in the beef section, you have you heard of Kenola?
I've never heard of her. Who? Wait, what?
Kenola News.
No, I've heard the name, but I didn't know that was Lee Q.
Okay, so no, that's not Lick You. What about Latest News?
Oh no, I don't fuck with her.
Oh yeah. Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah, so yeah, but I did just subscribe to her.
I never heard of none of these people. This is my first time.
Yes, you
Wait,
really is bougie, baby.
hey, Bunny, I'm gonna say this about that name you just
It's
said.
okay.
Look, woo child, it's a lot going on.
There's a whole lot going on, baby.
Girl, yeah, but I'm about to subscribe too because this shit is juicy.
Hey, so Bunny, you know about what I'm talking about the name you just said when I say woo child.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that later. Let's continue.
All right.
Hold on, y'all. Shit, come on, man. What you got going on?
Hold on, I want to pull it up and show you. Here we go. Got it. So off the cuff, Jesus Christ. Understood, Summer. Good to see you. Hey, Talia, we are back. Yes, we are back now. After this, I air. Usually, the way I'll do it is, I'm providing the commentary now, but I will be page. Look at her page. All right, this was yesterday at 7:08 a.m. This was minutes before the murder. He was shot at 7:30. It was. So I just want to say that I told you to stop. Oh,
miles an hour and
readily admit that I have way too many rats.
Y'all, hold on. I don't know what the fuck I just did.
Children. You know what these rats are gonna go.
Hold up.
there's rats at.
Sorry,
I'm
y'all.
sorry. I had to come laugh at her. I'm gonna go back on mute.
Girl, shut up. I'm so sorry. Lord have mercy. Because I was trying to make it bigger for y'all.
What is the conversation? No, what's the conversation?
I'm trying to get back to
in
where we
these
was.
posts, okay? And
Wait.
hold on, let me
Okay, we was like right here.
posting,
Okay, here we
links to
go.
their porn and all that type of thing. But
I just want to
National
make it bigger
Salmon
for
Lease
y'all.
Manager fucks his employees, right? And then she's literally tagging her fucking husbands. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Posting, I guess she got up in his Facebook, and these are all things, There she posts a photo with her son the day before. Okay, it's obvious that there is something going on. So no, shout out to Just Say No to Skull for even showing that, because I thought that, this lends even more to the mindset of what was going on with her when she did what she did. And it just and then coupled with this enhanced audio, you're gonna be able to hear things. And she lies immediately. I agree, Talia. I agree. I think it's just her just trying to humiliate him. I don't believe that he was bisexual. And if he was, why do we care? It's none of our business. This man is dead.
Bam.
Murdered.
Oh, I got stuff to do too.
Now, listen, I am still looking for a copy of this video. If you were screen recording this video and you actually got the comments, please let me know. I will provide a link for you to upload that, because I want to know what the fuck was so goddamn important that she was reading, okay? That was so important on this Facebook Live, the way she kept looking at that phone.
Okay, I was trying to come back to unmute y'all. See, the way that this now I got this shit set up is crazy, because it just opened to a whole new thing, and I fucked up. So this one I'm trying to do this so I can
You have the thing where you can like scroll and see see where you
yeah,
at in the video.
I got it where I'm trying to so I can have them side by side so I can get to them if I need to unmute. Okay,
Okay.
my bad. I'm from fucking up the church's money. Y'all don't look players fuck up too. No, I was gonna say something, but I was trying to do all this and it fucked me up. What I was about to say, so now I don't remember. So fuck it.
Go ahead, do your thing, boo.
I'm over here. I got stuff to do too. I'm over here. I'm over here putting breakfast. Yeah, what you on the phone with? Uncle, I'm talking about I'm over here. No, you ain't trying to get ready for work. Look at him. This is sad case, y'all. He getting his stuff. Look at that. Sad case. As a father. Okay.
I remember what I was gonna say. Now, she just okay. First, what I was gonna say is, to me, it seems like I don't want to say this was planned or some shit, but when you shoot somebody in the back of the head, you had intentions on really doing something to this person. Okay, you saying this man is gay, you're saying he's a poor excuse for a father, but your ass over here crying because you don't want to get up and cook breakfast for your kids and you don't want to put gas in your own fucking car. And obviously, this man has been cooking breakfast for his kids and he's been putting gas in your car.
Yeah. To me, that screams that this man was doing everything. For y'all to even feel like y'all can call him out to be trying to cook breakfast and know he got to go to work. That means you used to this man cooking breakfast before he go to work, while you stay home and do what?
Nothing. Sit
Go
on her
live
fucking
on
ass.
Facebook? No.
And go and be on Facebook disrespecting this man. Because obviously, let me tell you how many bitches I'm not sorry. Let me tell you how many females out here got a man and that motherfucker don't do nothing. He don't do nothing. Girl, let me shut up. We gonna keep watching. I ain't gonna do no more commentary, y'all. I mean, we just gonna watch it.
What is the conversation you want to have? We're good. Yeah, and your baby in the room. You want to have? We're good. Give me my phone, bro. Don't share. What is the conversation you want to have? What's the conversation? Get out my phone. Said, what's the conversation? Don't touch me. I call the police over there. Do not touch me.
Okay, y'all heard him more than one time. Tell her, do not touch me. But y'all hear this instigating mama in the background? Who said what you want to have a conversation about? Obviously, he don't want to have a fucking conversation with you.
Just keep listening. Just keep listening. Go ahead.
All right, my bad.
He said, what's the conversation y'all want to have? What's the conversation you want to have? I'm finna send man over there. She touching me. Ain't nobody touching you. I'm gonna send my cousin over here. Do not touch me. Don't find nobody over here. Oh, wait. She tell your daughter to keep.
That's the video, y'all. That ain't me. Wait, let me see. Yeah, that's the video. That ain't me.
What's the conversation you want to have?
Yeah, that's the video. That ain't me. That's her doing that.
All right, bam. Yeah. Pause it, boo, because I'm being, pause it. I'm being called. My husband just called me.
You getting called on wifey and mommy duties. Well, if y'all want to watch
it's more like it's more like mommy duties. So, bam, can you take this to your house?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. If y'all want to watch this, I'll take it to my house.
Yeah, I want to hear the rest.
To be seen. I think Kels really need to see this and hear this.
Well, Kels, you could come up on the panel. I'll go ahead and I'm gonna stop sharing it, but I'm gonna keep it pulled up so when we get to my house, we can still stop from where we're at right now. We can play it the rest of the way out.
All right. Thanks for having me up, Vonnie.
Thank you, Vonnie, for having me up.
Listen, I see flickering tongues. I was not even paying attention to the last 3 minutes of the video. Listen, y'all be easy.
So you want me to play it from the beginning, Vonnie? Are you gonna be watching, or are you?
No, I'm not gonna have to you. I'm not gonna watch
it. You can catch the replay. I got you.
I'm gonna catch the replay. Much love, y'all.
All right. Bye-bye. Good commentary. Good topic. Bye.
Thanks, Kels.
This was great. Yeah.